What is up, Scorpio? Thank you so much for stopping by and trusting me with your cards. I am at my desk. I'm about to put in the hours of studying before my midterm, but I just felt called to make another reading today. And at first I thought I was going to do Libra, and then I was like, Scorpio. So don't mind my eyes if they look a little red here and there. I washed my face, and look, some of the products I use, they stick to my face. I just gotta keep rubbing it with the soap. I just gotta keep rubbing it with the sugar scrub. And so if my face looks a little red, it's fine. And I put a little lip gloss on, and did my eyebrows. Nothing much, just touches here and there. So, Scorpio, the window's open. I cracked it. It was open a lot more earlier, but I was just like, then they wouldn't be able to hear me because I don't have like a microphone or anything. And as much as I'm just like, I should get a microphone, I'm never settled on what I should get, because if it's for the podcast, I don't necessarily need it. For YouTube, I'm so on and off doing it. It doesn't really make sense to make any type of investment. So I will be shuffling today the tried and true on the podcast, the Taramucha. And then I will also be using the Oracle, the Divine Energy Oracle. So this should be around like a 20-30 minute reading. Thank you so much for, again, stopping by. I cannot guarantee that every message you hear will resonate with you, but based off of faith, we can go from here. So, Scorpio. Uranus, especially for the Scorpio risings, but Scorpio placements, strong Scorpio placements. Uranus has been digging in your sign for a few years now, and it's finally come to your point of view, your healing, with where everything has been taken, money-wise, so on and so forth. Anything that could be personal hits a little bit too close to the chest. And now your vision is fixed on how all of that could have been healed, or how it is healed now. And what do you do? Some of you are reaching a point of isolation because the family karma is something that you can't touch anymore. You realize you've just been poking an open wound. You've been sewing a wound full of maggots, and through new extensive procedures, true healing is... I didn't mean to have this card in the upright, but it's the Four of Swords. I'm gonna put it back though. Rest is important, especially if you are recovering from a surgery. Sorry for the extreme visual, for the people who are visual learners in here. You're just like, ugh. Like, I know I'm from the dark, but do you have Capricorn placements? Vedic, yes. In Western, I have my Uranus and Neptune in my 12th house, that is Capricorn, so. Living in a daze all the time, my friend. Living in a daze all the time. All right, let's be serious. Only for a second. So, Five of Swords and the King of Pentacles. This could be a father figure. This is a patriarchal figure. Tongue-tied sometimes. I am tongue-tied sometimes. Words. The Five of Swords is you combating with this person over and over and over again, and basically getting nowhere. You will come to this understanding, or this is something you've been thinking about for a while, but you could never truly impact your heart with that information because you thought it was too rough, too harsh. For you even, Scorpio, too harsh, too harsh. But you're realizing, I'll never be good enough for so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. It looks like a parental figure, not gonna lie. I'll never be good enough for these people. But what I realize about my own worth is that I've gone so much farther in friendships and business and money. I'm equaling out in so many different areas of my life, and it doesn't really matter your age. Though you may mourn now, you're coming into a mourning now, or a release of the time wasted trying to climb up a sandhill. The Five of Swords is you also putting away the knives in your surroundings with regards to some old held grudges. And it's you, Scorpio. The Scorpio sun, the Scorpio moon, the Scorpio rising. Not so much the other inner planets. The main Scorpios. The rest of us, we have been vindicated in so many different ways, and for you guys, you're still holding on to this grudge. It could be spite, but it really does feel like grudge, because as I'm channeling it, it's just like, ooh, now that's a little bit too hard on the chest. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Your first oracle is keep your commitments. The commitments to yourself, your financial commitments, and putting the stinger away for a bit. If you are in this, I'm winning at all cost, yeah, you'll win in a lot of material ways in terms of you're finally finding a way into acceptance. But the clear coat that you think you're putting on is still see-through to other people who see your blind spots. Ooh, a lot of cards. Okay. The Ten of Swords. Do not mock my nails. I have been busy. And I got the cheap brand. But Ten of Cups. Aren't all nail polishes like the cheap brand unless you have like a certain acrylic or plastic, or, you know, you get it. Seven of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Now I'll show you these cards, but I'm going to put them back. Okay. Could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Pisces. We have the Knight of Cups, the Chariot, and the Moon card. I'm going to put those back. But I'm going to keep these, the ones that are in front of me. Let me also give this another good shuffle. If it comes back around, we'll take it. But just like the Four of Swords, if it doesn't come back out again, I feel called to put it back. So this is definitely something regarding the family. A family member could be addicted to substances. They could be abusing substances, or for instance, they could be on a certain medication, or you could be on a certain medication that is having adverse effects or allergic reactions. Of course, it is important for you to notify your caretaker. It's important for you to notify the people, the guardians of the situation, because this could be something that's also happening at work. This is something that you are looking onto. Words, I think it made sense. Or, again, you just need to talk to someone who has a little bit more understanding outside of something so emotional. So, in regards to that, it does look like you are looking towards a new career path. I feel like you guys have really been combating loneliness in a new way. Now, as somebody who is from Cali, someone who's from California, one thing about the state, one, it's nowhere how it used to be. And I think people say the same thing about Oregon and Portland and different things like that. But California is not what it used to be. But one of the main things you need to understand when also visiting, or maybe you can also relate if you're from California, is that California is a very, very lonely place. But you're okay with your loneliness and you come to a certain sense in your heart where it's just, and of course, does it almost eat you alive sometimes? Yes, but most of the time there's so much to do in California, you can just get lost there. It's like a walking arcade sometimes, emotionally speaking too. So it almost makes me feel like this loneliness is either catching up to you or you're walking into it. It could be, for some of you, I don't know, you could get a job in California, just putting it out there. Ooh, my package shipped. Haha. I just got an email. Cool. Need the other one to ship too. It's one of those solar powered generators that you can also crank. Look, the TikTok shop. Take everything. Take Facebook. Sacrifice it, please. Just, you know what I'm saying? And some people are like, no, I have like a Facebook marketplace and, you know, it's thriving. Good job. Open up an Etsy. Bring the traffic there. Just putting it out there. Anyway. The Ace of Wands. This is also a new beginning when it comes down to your value and how you see yourself through this value. But again, for some of you, it does deal with putting down this emotional obligation where you thought it was an emotional debt situation. You put it down and suddenly all of the emotions, all of the assholes that came out of the woodwork, all of these people who you felt misunderstood you are front and center. Now, again, for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising, I think Uranus also has you in a tight squeeze when it comes down to that. Now, others of you, if this has something to deal with, you know, you're finally healing and seeing something outside of, in a scenario of, if this never happened. Now, some of you got that wish years later, but you got it. And you're still accepting it as much as you needed it back then, for you and for the people you love. You are seen as very emotional at this time, and it's you also putting these bad behaviors down. It's putting the gunk down in a huge area of your life. And for others of you, you have been so stubborn in believing in how you can escape certain situations that not only you did, but you changed so many people around you. But yet you still feel like this. Page of Pentacles. I have a proposition. But it's like you don't have the paperwork. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. The Wheel of Fortune says to be brave and put yourself out there anyway. There are certain things. The world has been needing you. I don't think you understand. Your presence is a gift. Your presence is a gift. King of Swords. So this could be, you know, to me it's Aquarius. This is an Aquarius man. It could be a Gemini man, a Libra man, in that order. In that order. This is very tall motherfuckers. You got Gemini in there. You got Aquarius in there. I'm just asking. You got some Capricorn placement. I just want to know. Let me look at the legs. Let me look at the legs. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is in there too, isn't it? I knew it. I just want to know. I just want to know. All right. Anyway, jokes aside, again. With the King of Swords, this could also mean a judge. It could mean a lawyer. It could be like a small firm, or What? Okay, that's it. That's all I got. But with this person, it also looks like you have someone who's accredited with some form of accreditation or some powerful legal standings. I only say powerful again because the Wheel of Fortune is here. But it's like someone who has like $1 million, but they don't look like they have $1 million. Does that make sense? Because they dress like an average day person, or they work like an average job, so on and so forth. But no nepotism here. This is through hard work and backing up everything that you set out to conquer. Okay, cool. Cool. Dope. Needed that. Thanks, homie. You're welcome. It's such a beautiful day. That's why I keep looking out the window. And I'm glad I moved my desk over here because shit was kind of everywhere in my room. And then I always thought, no, I'll change it later. I'll change it later. Or, no, I'll get help for that. I'll get help for that. And then one day I was just fed up and then I just changed everything. I was like, no, everything must change now. Was I also in a high emotional state? Yes. But I was constructive about it. Wasn't hurting nobody. If I want that fucking change, I'm gonna get it. Anyway. And then the oracle take its time. I ain't rushing nothing. Funny how it's black and white. Gold even. Reflect on your truth. Reflection is one of the most powerful tools we have as human beings to relate us back to how we are human beings. Reflection is important, and if you have been skipping over it, well, universe is gonna do what universe gotta do. If it's the spiritual wellness check that you need, well. The spiritual wellness check, I know, again, I'm giving you another extreme. This is, though it is important for you to go to the doctor, that's also the swords family for me. Like, you gotta have a lot of knowledge in your back pocket, or at least some kind of personal experience to know certain things, right? And, well, when it comes down to the emotional debt that you may have accumulated over the years, this could manifest in a couple of ways. This could be one thing. So there's a book that I read. What's it called? Let me look it up real quick, so you don't think I'm talking out of my ass for a second. You can go ahead and look this up when you want to. If you read the book, it's pretty good. I mean, there's some things where you're just like, I get the sentiment of what you're saying, but you had a good heart when you were writing this. And it's not to say that you're not true about a good bit of what's in here, but... Okay, here we go. Love, Medicine, and Miracles. Lessons learned about self-healing from a surgeon's experience with exponential patients. By Bernie S. Siegel, MD. Now, in the book, it talked about commonly cancer patients. And so he noted when it came down to the self-healing, how people got in those predicaments of developing cancer is, and how they also got better or they healed different parts of their family, is when they expressed themselves. They got it by not expressing themselves. if it's out there, it's out there. One thing they have noted so many different times is how laughter is very helpful to the healing process as well. It is important for you to live moment to moment. No one's taking that away from you. But there are certain emotional debts that you have to pay attention to now, whether you have inflicted on yourself because you have felt internally like an island, or it's like almost in front of everyone through this new start. You either have this new health concern or you're coming out of these very transitional times of healing. And I'm not saying that you have cancer, but I am saying it's important to go see your doctor. Some of you are just, maybe, I get it. You're scared. You haven't been to the doctor in a while. You haven't been to the dentist in a while. The Saturn card isn't here, but, you know, just in general, saying that. Reach for the stars. Okay. This caught you red-handed. Yep. It's time to pay back your emotional fees. Reach for the stars. I can only be serious for so long. I've hated for the last few years. I've had to be so strict. It is what it is. Thank you, Saturn. All right, next card. Do all things in moderation. So if you are also going towards a new career and you, to certain extents, like your inebriations, you like your habits, you gotta pick one or the other. One or the other, because in certain jobs, these things cannot mix. And they're gonna start reaching ahead. And some of you, the test is getting in the door. Old rules or not, can you trick certain things, or can you be honest about certain things? What can you or can you not get rid of or slip through? And I think your instincts are telling you the correct answer. Now again, if you want to add on to more emotional debt, you can, but it is not advised. It's the cards. It's the cards. It's the King of Swords. It's the doctor's orders, my guy. Be mad at me all you want. Alright, we also have two male figures here, so you could be dating more than one person. As a Libra, ain't saying nothing. So as a Scorpio, like, I get it. I get it. And so in this situation with the two kings here, I don't feel like you really need advice on this, but if you do. With the King of Pentacles, motherfucker's trying you. Motherfucker is trying you. They could have it in their big three of Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. They could also have a Venus in there. The same goes for this air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Playing on your nerves. But anyway, the air sign is starting over again, but their career is going to make a drastic turn for the positive. And this could be a woman too. Not to say like they're non-binary or trans, but it does feel like there's like an air sign woman here who is in their divine masculine traits, or I should say their masculine traits, where, you know, they really want to be protective over their family, protective over their home. You know, you could be married to this person, you could be partnered to this person. Not to say they're dating two people. Look, there's too many stories coming over here. Don't be questioning too much. If you are questioning because you feel it like in your heart, you feel it deep down in your soul, and not like, is my partner cheating on me? I would like to start an argument today. Look, I cannot help with that right now. Just got out of argument season. Go find someone else. But, you know, just putting it out there for this air sign placement person. The earth sign, it feels like they could also have some medical issues that you may not be aware of. Or, you know, another characteristic about this man that's coming through is that they're always at work. So they don't necessarily have to have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in their top 3, but they are someone who is coming through as like a workaholic. I guess we can get advice for love. Hello. I didn't want to be a shit starter today, and I'm not going to. I got too much studying to do. My brain is already tired. I'm pretty sure you can see it in the eyes of this reading of just like, what's wrong with her? My brain is tired. All right. I need to go exercise and stuff. I'm on and off with it, but I need to go exercise and some shit. But choose friends wisely. Either you do not trust their friends or their friends do not trust you. However that goes with choose friends wisely. I feel like your friends are going to start shooting you the evil eye. If you've gotten out of a relationship or people think that you've gotten out of a relationship, I don't know what that's about, but they're going to start exposing themselves. I also feel like this is a message for you as well, where if you need to put some distance between you and your friends, and maybe it's not like this huge thing, sometimes we can definitely feel like we exhaust the people we love most. And even though, again, Scorpio, you love to cling and suffocate like a snake, just like, if we die right now in each other's arms, it means we'll be soulmates in the next lifetime. Scorpio. Scorpio. Some of them are saying already through the screen, I didn't say that. You said that. But that's how you really feel inside was your significant other. Yeah. And just look at me up and down. Whatever. You'll be fine. But either way, again, you could be going through, again, it's time to put some distance between you and the people you love. Or if this has been here, you're ready to close the gap in Pisces season. You're just like, fuck it. Like, just burn. Not to say you want to burn bridges. Some of you could be burning bridges when it comes down to work. Because you're just like, fuck it. I got this new career coming in. Fuck it. Let me go spend some time with my friends. Let me go be youthful again. It also looks like some friends around you also need to have some form of moderation as well. Rest in peace to the friends that can't have all that fun. Oh my god. Scorpio always lights up with friends. It's awesome. It's awesome for the people around Scorpio to see that too, because they're just like, what? It's more leaning towards like the mystery of that person. Something about them has been exposed. All right. I will close up the reading in a few minutes. Let me just get a few more articles. And then, yeah, I'm going to go study. But my tablet should also be... Yeah, it's almost at 50%. So... Oh, as well. This is one of my paintings. Oop. Just wanted to share it because I was also looking, excuse me, I was also looking at this earlier, and I was just like, oh my god, I need to bring it out. I need to be obsessed with it again. I'm still not done. I'm still not done. But I wanted to share it with the Scorpios because I also was just like, felt, can relate. So I just wanted to bring it out again. Some visual art to your healing process. One-fourth of the deck fell. I will grab none of them, other than to put them into a small pile. And put them back on top of the deck. Hopefully that is all of the cards. I will painfully find out later. Be like, well, is what it is. Count your blessings. What's that about? Count your blessings. Is that a threat? Make a plan. It might be. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be insensitive. I don't mean to be cruel. It's just, you know, as Scorpios, when something's real fucked up and some fucked up is going on, and we have, not all the time, but like in certain situations where we just let out this huge hearty laugh. I have like 5 placements in Scorpio. Not just that, I have my Sun and my Chiron in my 8th house. So I'm very Scorpionic. But I'm weird, so. And all Scorpios are just like, I'm weird too. So, make a plan, count your blessings. Some of you are planning to move during this Pluto in Aquarius. Like, it doesn't even matter if you bought a house. It doesn't even matter if you just like move somewhere. You're just like, I want to make this big move. And it makes sense. At the beginning of Pluto in Capricorn, there were 2 big moves that my family and I had to make. And so I do feel like, one, it is important for you to research where you're going. But I also have this feeling when it comes down to make a plan where even if you do a certain amount of research, I think time is going to delay certain things until 2025. So I know it's inconvenient to hear, and some of you are just like, I already made a fucking plan. Like, I'm about to do X, 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 Y, Z, X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like all the way down the list. Something big is going to happen in 2025, but that's only especially when Pluto for the next 20 years moves into Aquarius. And I know people are saying that over and over again, where it's just like, wait, what are you talking about that Pluto is in 2025 going to move back? It's because the majority of the planets and or asteroids in our solar system retrograde, where they appear to move back when really it's just a spiral. And don't think of a spiral as in like up and down. The best way to think of retrograde as a spiral is kind of Uranian, where you just got to flip it on its side, where you can see where it spirals, where it's kind of like just going in a wave in one direction. Because no planets like just singularly move like this, right? They kind of go all the way around like an atom. So that's at the bottom. What's at the bottom of the deck? Express your joy. Express your joy, Scorpio. Some of you are just like, I don't know why I hate you because you said it that way specifically. I don't know why either, but join the club. Join the club. Get online. Get in line. All right. Express your joy. And that will be the last oracle. That is pretty self-explanatory for the reading. Alright, Scorpio. I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much for stopping by, trusting me with your cards. Whenever you're listening to this, whenever you're watching this, I hope you have a good morning, noon, evening, or night, and I will talk to you guys next time. Alright, Scorpio.